Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to replace spark plugs on a 2013 Accord LX. It works for any Accord 13 through 17 equipped with the K24 Earth Dreams 4-cylinder. So I'll get to the point here because I'm kind of contradicting myself by saying this, but the whole reason I'm doing all this is because you get these videos, especially when you're doing harder jobs, where when you look it up on YouTube and you're trying to figure out how to do something, you get these people just fucking yapping and it's pretty annoying. Just want to figure out how to fix my car. So I figured, maybe I'd make a couple videos for all these videos, or for anything that I do on my car, and if it helps a couple people out, that, perfect. So anyway, so you're gonna need a couple of things. Essentially, you're gonna need a ratcheting wrench, preferably 3/8 drive. You're gonna need an extension, a long extension, long enough to get down into your spark plug holes. Gonna want a 10mm socket, and the weirdest part about this job is that you're going to need a 14mm spark plug socket, specifically a spark plug socket, because it has this rubber retainer on the inside of it that's going to pick up the spark plugs, so that way you don't have a way to get them out of the cylinder head. I've only ever seen this on Hondas, so that's a little strange. You're probably going to have to get that from AutoZone. I bought this one at AutoZone. You can get them for like $7 a piece. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do, pop the hood, obviously. This plastic piece right here, it says Honda Earth Dreams on it. You're gonna have to take this, remove this to get to the where the coils are. There's gonna be 5 of these special little fasteners. All of them are 10mm, so one here, 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 and here. Once you get those off, just pop that off, and you're gonna have access to your 4 coils right here. Each of these are held down by a 10mm bolt right here and a clip. So just to show you on the first one, what you're gonna wanna do, take your 10mm, I'll undo that. Now I have this fancy electric ratchet, but regular ratcheting wrench will work fine. Set that off to the side. Now you have access to your coil here. What you're going to want to do is push down on this plastic retainer. Here, get in on that so they can see that. Push down on this plastic clip, or on this little piece right here. This one's being a pain in the ass. And then it'll just slide off like that. Next, pull your coil right up out of the cylinder head. Pretty simple. Set that to the side. And you want to get your extension with your 14mm spark plug socket on it. Stick that down in that hole, just like that. There you go. Maybe wiggle it so it's actually on the spark plug. Get your ratcheting wrench. Make sure it's set to reverse. Probably break it free by hand. So now that you got it loose, once you get it all the way up, or once it's completely free, just gonna pick it up. That's why you need the spark plug socket, because it has that special retainer in it to keep the spark plug. The old spark plugs are crusty as hell. So you get your new spark plugs. I got these NGK ones because that's what came out of it. Something you want to drop that. Something you're going to want to make sure is a lot of times the spark plugs that you buy nowadays are already pre-gapped, which is referring to the distance between the little metal piece and the other metal piece right there. I don't know the technical terminology, but these are already pre-gapped. Sometimes they're not pre-gapped. So what you want to do is get a gap tool like this one. They're like $2 at AutoZone. Just check the gap, make sure it's correct. Gap on this one's supposed to be 0.044 inches. As you can see, we're pretty close there. Once you make sure your spark plugs are gapped. You can take some of this dielectric grease. You can rub it on here before you put the plug back in and put the coil on top of it. I'm not going to do that because I don't really give a shit, but it probably wouldn't hurt. Get it back in. You're just going to put your plug in there, back down in the hole, and very gently, this is very important, by hand, get it started. And you're just going to want to snug it down. All right, so once you get it close, probably not a bad idea, especially if you're not mechanically inclined, to take a torque wrench, torque this down to 16 foot-pounds. 16 foot-pounds is the factory torque spec on these spark plugs here. You don't necessarily have to do that, but if you're gonna, eyeball it, you don't want to go crazy. So if you tighten this down too much, you're gonna fucking cross thread it, and then you're gonna have to turn a simple $40 job into a very expensive repair. So what you want to do, once you get it close, just tighten it down by hand. 16 foot-pounds. There you go, boom. All right, so once you get your plug tightened back down, take your coil here. That goes back in your cylinder head like that. Hook your wire back up, just like that. And you want to line that up with that hole right there. Get your bolt. Get that started. And then once you get that started by hand, take your 10 millimeter. Just snug it back down. You don't have to go fucking crazy. There you go. Nice and snug. That's all you got to do. So basically, just rinse and repeat that for cylinders 2, 3, and 4. I've already done that, so I'm not gonna do that. Lastly, what you want to do, just button everything up, put that back on there, get your 5 fasteners, get them started, tighten them back down, you're good to go. So that's all you need to do to change the spark plugs. And this is for, if that dog would shut the fuck up, this is for 13 through 17 Accords that are equipped with the 2.4 liter K24 Earth Dreams 4-cylinder. So hope this helps somebody out.